was supposed to have a doctor's appointment virtually this morning at 7:45. It's now 7:49, and I'm not in the appointment because I was never sent like the video link, and I've looked everywhere. I did get an email that's like a confirmation, but the only option it gives you is to cancel or reschedule the appointment or to schedule a new appointment. But I didn't get any other emails being like, and here's how you get into the appointment. So something tells me that this appointment that I really need is not going to happen, and I just hope I didn't screw up my doctor's morning. Like, her first appointment of the day is not happening. I just wish this would have worked. Why didn't it work? And I've been so anxious about today because of what I've mentioned in the past of just like the trauma associated with having something wrong with you and doctors not doing anything to help. My doctor's appointment did not happen this morning, but I am scheduled to have an appointment tomorrow at 9:30, and I've already gotten like the email with the link and everything, so I feel like this is actually going to happen. So I just have to wait another day, and then hopefully I will have somewhere to go from here. You guys want to join me on my doctor's appointment since it's virtual? We'll see what this... All right, everyone, put good energy out. I have this fear that because of past experiences with doctors, I'm not going to be taken seriously. I'm going to be told it's not that bad. I'm going to be told they can't do anything until it gets worse, to come back and see them when it gets worse. And it's like, the last time that happened, I almost died. So I know that like what's going on isn't life or death like it was with Lyme disease. I'm just saying that like that's where my head is. I still have that fear. I still have that trauma, and it makes me emotional. So let's get through this. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Considering not too bad. For the last few months, since probably October, I've been experiencing like daily, all day long issues with like feeling pins and needles, numbness in my legs. I get it when I'm sitting. I can only sit for like 10 minutes at a time before I have to like stand up for a while. You know, I'm someone that goes on daily walks, I do yoga, but for some reason like there's something going on and it's making it really hard to focus on anything or do anything because I can only sit in one place for so long, you know what I mean? So I've tried to put it off, but it's getting to the point where it's affecting my everyday, so I figured I would see what else to do, you know?
When did it start?
I would say October is when I really started to notice it, and I feel like it was kind of gradual. It started with like waking up in the night with just like tingling in my toes and my feet, but then over time, within a couple of weeks, it was like I was noticing it throughout my day, you know? And it was more my whole legs, and not just located to like the feet.
So what I'm gonna do is let's do an MRI of the lumbar spine. Sometimes when you have impinged nerve, it causes numbness and tingling throughout your whole legs. I'm also going to send you to a neurologist so they can do something called EMG testing. Okay? And at that point, they kind of utilize a method where they do pins and needles in those legs, and they kind of identify, is this neuropathy? Is this not neuropathy? What else is causing this numbness and tingling?
Okay.
Okay? And those were done. Gosh, you like just got lost on me, woman. I saw your name and I'm all, where has she been?
Well, I mean, I've been good, so that's good.
That's huge. That's huge. So start there. So order, I'm gonna do stats. Okay, so if you don't hear anything by Friday, call and say, hey, you know, that's not put in an order for you to be contacted by or giving me the information for neurology. Where is it at?
Okay.
Right now I'm also putting an order for LabCorp. So you can do just a basic CBC, basic kidney, liver, thyroid, just make sure anything's done out, and a vitamin D. All right, here we go. So I've ordered that. So you should be able to call LabCorp, schedule an appointment. Okay?
Okay.
And that's a good start. So anything else that you've noticed out of the ordinary other than the pins and needles in your legs?
No, not really.
Okay. So mentally you're fine. You're not dizzy. You're not having any slurred speech. You're not having any tremors. None of that.
I've experienced some like dizziness, lightheaded, that kind of comes and goes, but nothing that's like the room's not spinning and I'm not like falling over or anything like that. It's real mild.
All right, so let me check out your cranial nerves. Okay, so you're gonna stand up. All right, perfect. All right, ready? You're gonna put your arms in the sky. Are you standing up? Okay, we're standing up. Ready? Okay, all right, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, right place.
Yeah. Just like,
after you.
it's mild though. It's not like, it's real mild. I do feel that sensation, but it's real mild.
I'm probably gonna pursue like a MRI of the brain just to make sure there's nothing missing, because normally if I do that exercise, I'm able to stay still and not feel like I'm moving everywhere. Yours was pretty prominent, like where you're kind of swaying back and forth.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan?
Yep.
All right. I'll see you later. It was good seeing you.
You too. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so she is not wasting any time, and I'm so appreciative. This could not have gone any better. I was so anxious for no reason. It's like once you find a good PCP, you just hold on to them, because my doctor, my PCP doctor, she really has never given me, reason. I'm so emotional right now. She's never given me reason to like not trust her or to feel bad, but because of all those horrible past experiences of so many doctors for so many years, it's still traumatic. My doctor is great. My PCP is awesome. And so she's ordering 2 different MRIs, one for my lower body and then one for my head. She's also going to have me see a neurologist. She's also ordering basic blood work because it's been a while and I should have that. And my Lyme doctor will love that I had that. So I've got some phone calls I got to make today, but overall I'm feeling good and also scared. I was so anxious about this appointment. I was so anxious about my doctor. Everything that I've already talked about, you guys already know. And now I am anxious about what it all could mean. Hopefully it's just something mild and minor and something that's easy to fix and not something scary, which is of course where my brain is right now. So I am gonna go. I've got, like I said, I've got some phone calls I need to make. I have appointments I need to make. And it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Whatever it is, it's gonna be fine. Oh. Hi guys, and welcome to the vlog. I don't know if this is gonna go at the vlog that I'm still currently editing or what, but either way, I have to get an MRI done of my head and also the lower half of my body, and which means I had to take out my nose ring, and I couldn't do it myself, so I had to come to my piercer so that they could do it for me. Turns out my nose ring was not even in my nose. Like, it was like it was not fully closed inside my nose. So it closed up. It's been closed up, but I've had that nose ring for years. So I don't know. She even tried to like put in my stud that I have, and she's like, no, it's closed up. I don't know how it was. I'm sweating because I was wearing a mask and it's hot in here. Anyway, so I'm just kind of like, what is going on? So I'm bummed because I don't have a nose ring anymore. And if I want a nose ring again, I'm just going to have to get it re-pierced. But at least I could get an MRI. And now I just have this like hole, but it's not even a full hole. It's just a dent in my nose. It's fine. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's fine. Things could be worse. I was so anxious about this. I really thought she was going to have to cut into my nose or something. She's like, okay, so have you ever had, I feel like this happens where I'm like so enthusiastically appreciative for whatever someone is doing for me, and I'm like constantly just saying thank you, oh my god, you saved my day, like, and I mean it. I'm not like acting, like I genuinely feel that. But then the other person doesn't like meet me or match my enthusiasm. They're just like, yeah, whatever. And I'm just like, okay, but do you understand how important this is? Like, how much you really helped me? I was so anxious about this. Now I can go home and schedule my MRI, and I just can keep checking things off my list. vlog. So for my birthday a couple weeks ago now, I bought myself something that I've been wanting for a really, really, really long time, but the price of it, I was just like, it was hard to justify. But then for my birthday, one of my friends was like, hey, what do you want? Is there anything specific you want? And I was like, actually, there's this thing I want to buy, but it's kind of pricey. So if you want to like put money towards that, that's what I want. And she's like, yeah, cool. So she sent me some money, and thankfully I was then able to buy the thing. I don't know why I'm being so vague, because I'm just going to show you what it is, but I waited to order it until my birthday. So it wasn't here on my birthday, even though I'm like saying it's my birthday present to myself. Anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm really excited. So it's called a life board. It's basically, I'll show you. Why am I trying to tell you when I can just show you? Let's just open it up. Okay, how do I do it? There's no instructions on how to put it together. Darn it. Okay, hold on. I gotta look online. The lady in the video made it look so easy. She did it perfectly. Okay, come on. So like that. I did it. Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm sure that will get easier to do the more I do it. In case you can't tell, it's a board that you put on top of your carpet so that you can then put your yoga mat down and do yoga on a stable, sturdy surface instead of the carpet, which is not great for your wrists and ankles, which I've noticed like when trying to do yoga, and especially balancing poses and stuff like that. It's been hard. But I've especially noticed it in my wrists and joints because you're unstable on the carpet. We're gonna take a quick break between the medical stuff because today I am going to a wedding. One of my friends that I've known since childhood, since the 5th grade, she is getting married today. She was supposed to get married last November, but because of COVID, they pushed it back to March, hoping that things would be better. And they are technically better right now, but still not ideal for a wedding. Today is the ceremony, and then also tonight is the reception. The wedding ceremony is outside, and then the reception tonight is like in a big open area, and I saw pictures. The tables are like so spread out. It looks so weird, but it's, what's best. I am so freaking anxious. I am so anxious. I've been anxious all week because of like the medical stuff that's going on, and then on top of that, so my anxiety is so high, and I had a panic attack in the middle of the night, which was just horrible because I am speaking at the wedding reception, which I am like forever honored to do, but also I'm like panicked about it. And this is the other thing I was going to mention is that, and I know this is really common with people with anxiety, is excitement and anxiety feel exactly the same, and it doesn't feel good. So I'm excited. I I've been excited about this wedding, but it doesn't feel exciting. It feels terrifying. But it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'm gonna be glad that I went. And tonight, when I give my speech, it will be wonderful. The wedding was so beautiful and so lovely and really long, but that's okay. And I'm just so grateful to have been a part of it. And I had fun. My best friend Sophia, I got to meet her boyfriend for the first time, and he seems like a genuinely very lovely, funny person. So that's always cool. But because of COVID, they're not serving food. Usually you sit and eat lunch with everyone, but because of COVID, they don't want to do that. But what they did was packed people food. So now I'm in my car just eating on the things that I can eat. Most of it is way too spicy for me because I'm really sensitive. This is really good. Don't know what it is, but it's very good. I'm gonna go home, rest, practice my speech a little bit, and then come back tonight for the reception where I have to give a speech. Anxiety what is life like without anxiety? Like, people just get to enjoy life so much more without anxiety. It's mind-boggling because I can't relate. Okay, round 2 of the wedding stuff today. It's now evening. It's now time for the wedding reception where I am giving my speech, which I've mentioned. I have been practicing my speech the whole way here, and I feel really good about it, but I know that, like, saying it in front of people, I know it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, and that's okay. No matter what happens, that's okay. Also, I got just like a little sunburned today outside. So if you go to an outdoor wedding and you are a pale white girl, you should probably wear sunscreen. How beautiful it is. Look at it. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Anyway, beautiful wedding. Beautiful wedding, beautiful people. But I am so ready to go home. I'm so ready to go home. I do not do well with loud music and flashing lights, and so once the party starts, I stop. I've got to go. I just got out of the shower, and I missed a phone call from the imaging place. I do have a towel on, by the way. Where can I put you? From the imaging place, because I'm supposed to get my MRIs done tomorrow. And for whatever reason, insurance has not authorized. It's not going to cover both MRIs. I am still getting the head one, but I'm not getting the lumbar spine one, which I feel like is the more important one. Because I don't genuinely think anything is wrong with my head. I think there's something wrong with my lower back that's causing these problems. And I know like there is a procedure, there's a method, the reason why they do these things. I get it. It's just so frustrating because I need this done. I need it done and I need to get it done. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful that I can still go tomorrow and get the first MRI done. And then I haven't heard from the neurologist yet. Oh, wait. No, she said that they were going to call me. I'm still waiting to hear back from the neurologist to get scheduled to go see the neurologist. And hopefully by then I'll have the MRI. It's just gonna take longer. I can just see that that's what this is. It's just gonna take longer for me to get anywhere because they can't do it all at once, which is really upsetting and frustrating, but I am grateful that I can still go tomorrow and get at least one of them done. I'm just so frustrated. Frustrated but grateful. I need to go put some clothes on because I have to drive out to my Lyme doctor. Well, first I have to eat lunch. Then I have to drive out to my Lyme doctor to pick up supplements because I'm out of stuff, so. I'm really grateful that out of the two MRIs the fact that I only get one tomorrow. I know I just said the opposite, but I'm so grateful that it's the brain one because I just had a ocular migraine is what my mom called it, where in this eye, and I'm emotional because I'm freaked out about it because it was really weird and I've never experienced anything like it and it's scary. But like in this eye, it was like I was seeing just like rainbow colored geometric jagged lines in like my peripheral vision, and it started to get so bad that it was like taking over my whole eye. And had it not been something that my mom has experienced and talked to her doctor about and been like, this is what it is, I don't know what I would have done. But it was causing me so much anxiety because it's scary. It's like such a scary thing for like something to be like taking over your vision. And it got a lot worse before it got better, but now I think it's almost practically gone. I can still see a little bit of fragment like down here in my vision. So I don't know if like, I don't know what triggered it. I don't know what brought that on. I don't know why I suddenly had it. It lasted probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. So I am now very grateful that I do get an MRI of my brain tomorrow, because if that has anything to do with my brain, I would like, okay, I do still see it. It's up here in my vision, like way up in the corner. Oh, I am like, the thinnest very line for my mental health right now. I am so anxious. I'm not coping well right now. I don't know how I'm gonna drive out to my doctor's. My mom said that she would drive me because now I'm like freaked out. I'm like, what if that happens while I'm driving? Okay. So today has been a day. First with the news of insurance only covering one of my MRIs. And then the scary ocular migraine that I experienced for the first time. I'm doing much better now. My vision has completely cleared up. It's been over an hour now. I did have my mom drive me out to my Lyme doctor's to get my supplements because it is like a 30-minute drive out there and then a 30-minute drive back. And I just was like anxious about driving that right now because I wasn't totally feeling comfortable doing it. So thankfully my mom was able to do it. I'm so grateful for her. Then we stopped because I had other plans today. Other errands to do that I didn't get done. But we did stop at Tuesday morning and I picked up 2 new sketchbooks, so I'm really excited about that. So now I'm just enjoying the beautiful warm weather outside with my dog, and I'm gonna listen to a podcast and do some drawing, so it's okay. Tomorrow's my MRI and we'll just go from there. I am currently, I sat for a meditation and now I am pulling cards and journaling and stuff like that and just thinking. Today is MRI day and it's also, my dog's not doing well for some reason. One of his toes is swollen and so he's not like putting any pressure down on it. And unfortunately the vet can't see us today, but she is gonna call and talk directly to my mom about like what we can do in the meantime. So I'm just continuing on the stress of this vlog, still in the middle of it. And anyway, the reason I even turned the camera on is because I was gonna tell you guys about this deck. So okay, so in the like metaphysical new age community for like probably 2 decades, there was a woman named Doreen Virtue. She was very prominent in the community. She wrote lots of books. She made lots of different card decks, like oracle card decks. She was a big name. She was a very big voice in like the new age community. And I think she grew up in new age. For some reason I want to also say she grew up Christian Science, and towards the end of her metaphysical career she like lived in Hawaii on like an animal sanctuary farm type of thing, and she would do YouTube videos every week where she would pull cards, do like a general reading for whoever was watching, and I loved it. It was just, she had this beautiful energy about her, and she had like long flowing hair, and she'd wear like these long gowns and sit outside on like this big chair, and there were just like these animals that she had rescued, like all different kinds of animals that would like come to her, and just her presence and energy was just very calming, and it was really easy to listen to. Then she became a born-again Christian and everything changed. She like cut her hair, she moved out of Hawaii, she stopped wearing like these long flowy gowns, and she went through this like huge transformation, and she was public about it, she was honest about it. And I just want to say like up front, like I respect her, and I, you know, it's her life, she can do, it's her life, right? She encouraged people. She, first of all, stopped production on all of her books and all of her cards that were very popular. I mean, I used to work at a store where we sold Doreen Virtue cards and books and stuff, and they were like bestsellers. And that's not just from our store. She was very prominent, right? And so she stopped all production of them. She told people that they should burn all of her books, all of her cards. She doesn't have jurisdiction outside of the US, so you can still buy Doreen Virtue stuff. It's just not made in the US. Anyway, I was just randomly thinking about that because I had pulled cards from one of her like first decks. It's so old. Like this deck is like almost as old as I am, and this deck was given to me by a very dear friend of mine who like has had the deck since the 90s, and who like the original booklet it came with, like Doreen Virtue had signed it. The book has been lost since, but my friend gave this to me earlier in the year, and I don't know why, I was just thinking about it and I wanted to share and talk about it. And I'm just, you know, having an emotional week, as you can tell. And one thing that kind of helps is pulling cards and just reading the messages. And it kind of makes me sad that, like, Doreen, she was like this. I don't know why I just randomly started thinking about her, because I've used these cards before, but I was just thinking about the whole situation and how she became a born-again Christian and just completely denounced everything. And she used to be such a light, like a prominent figure. She still makes YouTube videos, but all of it is about like how evil everything is and how dark and bad everything is, and it's just like a complete 180, and I just like cannot stand to listen to it, because it doesn't bring me peace and happiness like it once did, you know, because now it's about like the fear of, you know, you're going to hell unless you become a born-again Christian. And I'm like, I grew up in that, and it does not resonate with me. If it resonates with you, great, live your life, that's cool. Not for me. So anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this. There might have been a point why I was gonna tell you all of this, but I don't know. So anyway, do you guys want a card? Should I pull a Doreen Virtue card for you? Okay, so anyone who's watching, this card is specifically for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so out of these cards, which ones do you guys want? Let's go with this one, okay. So you guys get Xana or Zana. Look how cute, like that art is so pretty. It says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. Thank you, Xana. So that's for all of you guys. See you guys at the MRI later.
Stressor that you can go through. Losing a child suddenly and violently is at the top of the list.
I'm here, and now I'm just waiting. And I'm anxious, and I'm trying to hold it together. Everyone's really nice here though, so that's good. MRI is complete, and I am back home, and I just feel like awful. Like, I forgot how bad our MRIs are when you're getting it of your head and you're someone who's really sensitive, because it's so loud and there's vibration, and it's just a horrible experience when you're sensitive. But compared to when I had one back in 2007, it doesn't take anywhere near as much time. It was only 20 minutes. So though I feel sick as hell to my stomach right now and I'm drinking ginger ale, it at least didn't take that long. So I'm ending the vlog here. Thank you for coming along with me on this very emotional week. And hopefully next week will be better. I hope you guys are well, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye guys.